Hello everybody and welcome to Avient Specialty Inc.'s Facebook Live event. Today we're announcing that all of our special effect bases are available on the IMS software. Today this is a quick demo of how you can create these special effect inks and save them as a custom formula. Our first demonstration is on the Rio mixing system. I chose this because it's a finished mixing system and it can work at any of the Avient Specialty Inc.'s mixing system brands. You just simply pull up the target color, in this case it's a 124C, and clone the formula. At that point you can name it metallic, since we're going to be using a metallic base in it. And the name is automatically stored into your user formulas. This is when you can adjust it. Once the formula is cloned, you simply go down to the bottom line, click it, and it'll show all the bases. As you scroll down, in this case we're going to use the shimmer to create a metallic. Load it, add your amount that you use to mix the sample, and usually this means that you're cutting back something else. It's not always necessary, but usually when you mix the color there's some shift, so you may want to adjust it, and once you find those adjustments you simply come back in and make those adjustments in the software. That way it's saved for good. Since the finished mixing systems are RFU inks, the special effects bases will be more like additives. So keep that in mind while you're mixing your samples. This next example is for the pigments and base. You go through the same procedures you did before. Here we pick a Pantone 100. We're going to make a puff out of it. So I clone the formula. This gives you a little bit of a different opportunity than it would before the finished system, as you're using the base first and then adding pigments on top. So whenever you're mixing special effects, you actually look at the amount of base that's in the system and then create a mix of that same amount. I usually start with a 50-50 mix and go from there. You may have noticed that I cut back on the white PC in this particular mix because I am using puff. Adding puff into a mix is kind of like using white, because as it cures it lightens the color. On this particular formula we had a little bit more base than puff. After we do the calculations we changed it to a 1,000 gram formula.